Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. This is me Sidra Khalil, your course instructor. The name of my subject is modern novel, and today we are over here to complete our novel The Heart of Darkness. You know very well that we have studied this novel and we have done the summary, the different characters, the detail of all the things in the novel that we have to study. And next, in previous lecture, we have discussed the theme of the novel and the theme of fertility and hollowness of civilization you have already read. So, in today's lecture, I am going to discuss with you The Heart of Darkness and its title significance. Do you think that there is a significance of title? Do you think that the title is justified or not? So you must read the text in detail and you should know that what is the title significance, what is the significance of the title and what is the justification of title. Title is either justified or not. So title significance of Conrad's novel Heart of Darkness. So this is our today's topic. So Heart of Darkness is a flagship novella. It has been written by Joseph Conrad. We know very well that it hit the shelves in 1899. It has been written in 1899. So the novel basically narrates a story of Belgian imperialism upon the African natives. The author has subtly utilized the title of the novel, which is multi-dimensional. So, Heart of Darkness. There are different meanings of this title. So, apparent meaning is different and we can say symbolical meaning is different, and if we want to discuss it literally, it has a different meaning. So, Heart of Darkness. Darkness is over here and darkness is portraying over here the African continent. So, basically it is having a main place, the heart, when we are saying that it is a main organ of the body, as it is occupying the main place of our body, main functions of the body, and it is controlling all the body's activity. In the same way, the Heart of Darkness is discussing over here the African continent and the prevailing darkness that has been portrayed by the Europeans all over the world. So apparently the title of the novel hints at the darkest heart of African Congo, which is the center of Africa. So Heart of Darkness, center of Africa, these are relating to each other, but the title is also used as a metaphor for the destructive force of the evil. So evilness is over there. When we talk about the darkness, there is a evilness, there is something of their negativity. So evil here means a number of things like the evil of imperialism, evil of European colonization, the evil of passion, the evil of greediness, the evil of lust, the evil of power is there. So different things combines together and we are having the title Heart of Darkness. Moreover, Kurt's last words. What were these words? These words were the horror, the horror, the horror. And these words are also important as they are directly interlinked with the title. The title Heart of Darkness holds both literal and symbolic significance in Joseph Conrad's novella. Literally, it refers to the unexplored interior of Africa. There are a lot of things out there that are already unexplored, and some are explored as well, specifically the Congo region, which was perceived as a mysterious and dangerous place. So the image of darkness is prevailing from this. Symbolically, it represents the darkness and savagery that lurk within human nature, both in colonialist and the colonized, and corrupting influence of unchecked power and greed. Students, do you remembering the character of Kurtz when we talk about unchecked power and greed? So these words, basically these lines are related to the character of Kurtz. He is a breakdown of title significance. So first of all, we are going to discuss its literal meaning. So literally the title directly points to the physical location of the story's central events. So physically the novel has been took place in the continent of Africa, the heart of African continent, particularly the Belgian Congo. This region was largely unknown and shrouded in the mystery to Europeans, earning it the label of the Dark Continent. The journey into this Heart of Darkness is a literal one for Marlowe, the narrator, as he travels up the Congo River. As you read the summary of the novel, that he got a chance to get a job in the Belgian Congo company, so he moved over there. This is a literal meaning. Now we are discussing the symbolic meaning of the novel, Darkness as Savagery. The title evokes the idea of primitive, savage and brutal world, contrasting with the veneer of European civilization, darkness as human nature. So first of all, we discussed the metaphorical meaning, then symbolical meaning, and now we are discussing the darkness as a human nature. It also signifies that darkness or evil that exists within the human heart, regardless of culture or background. Darkness as corruption. Another point is there, the story, the summary of the novel, it demonstrates how the pursuit of ivory and the power in the Congo, these things actually corrupts the Europeans. Revealing these things actually arose the evilness in them, the power, the lust in them, and these things also revealing their capacity for cruelty and inhumanity, thus linking the heart of darkness to moral corruption. And another point is that darkness as the unknown. The title also suggests the psychological and spiritual darkness within individuals, the unknown and the unexplored aspects of human psyche. So basically these traits, these human traits are basically unexplored. These are unexplored aspects of human psyche. So the Kurt's character as the embodiment of the heart of darkness, the character of Kurtz, a highly successful ivory trader, becomes a powerful symbol of this darkness, succumbing to greed and madness in the heart of the jungle. Basically, apparent meaning, the literal meaning of the title of this novel is that it points at the continent of Africa and especially its territory of Congo. The name of the dark continent that has been given to this continent by the Africans, it was actually first used by Henry Morton Stanley. He is the man who voyaged through the dark bushes in Africa. He has given this name to the dark continent. Due to his contribution, the word dark was widely used to refer to the continent of Africa. Although Conrad had himself voyaged to the dark continent in 1890 and then he has written his own novel Heart of Darkness based on his own experiences, on real experiences. Yet he kept the dark name despite more discoveries of the places in African continent. Therefore, when we talk about on account of Stanley's contribution, Conrad named Heart of Darkness to literally signify the dark Congo and the dark people living in it. Metaphorical or we can say symbolical interpretation of the title is that the second layer of the title, it also rests in its symbolic or we can say metaphorical meaning or interpretation, and there are many of them. The metaphorical meaning of the novel, of the title, is actually the destructive nature of the dark forces that are prevailing in the whole continent of the evil, which leads us to another rabbit hole of the symbolic interpretation. Firstly, it also symbolizes for the evil forces of imperialism, and it is actually the obvious from the novella that Conrad's novel Heart of Darkness, it condemns imperialism. It was due to imperialism, the natives of African continent, the native peoples and their property was exploited. Exploited by whom? It has been exploited by the Europeans and they were kept in the dark about it. Secondly, the title can be used as a symbol of the evil of passion, which destroys the soul. So apparently, and we can say it is also literally, there are different meaning. It is vividly portrayed to the Kurt's uncontrollable lust to collect ivory. The third implication of the title lies in the greediness of the Western colonizers who in their greed to extort as many resources as possible. It also destroys the freedom of people who are ruled by them. So colonizers versus colonized over here. So Kurt's dying words are same. These words allude to the corruption of the human soul after an excessive exercise of passion. This is exactly what the title of the novella is referring to it. It is to be noted that heart and soul, these are often interlinked. So Kurtz was all after ivory and he could go to any length to extort as much ivory as he liked, even at the expense of the lives of the natives. So they are not taking risk of ivory, they are taking risk of the lives of the people of the Africa. It must be noted that before the arrival of Kurtz in the Africa, he was a man of fine manners. So we have witnessed the transformation of Kurt's character to become an evil nature. But after stepping into Africa, he lost every civilized part of him for the sake of just fulfilling his passion and his primitive desires. The truth dawns upon him as soon as the angel of the death approaches him. Therefore, his last words are of considerable importance. Considerable importance is there in the context of the title of this novella. And the last word, we know very well that. So this is basically actually the significance of the title. So now we are concluding the whole today's lecture. The title of the concerned novella, that is Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, it appropriately conveys both its literal significance to the dark heart of Africa, Congo, as well as its symbolic adherence to the darkness of the soul during its stay in the human flesh. So this is all about our today's lecture. In today's lecture, you know very well that what we have done the significance of the title, we have discussed, we have analyzed title with apparent meaning, metaphorical meaning, symbolical meaning and literal meaning. So these are the different ways to analyze a title. So dear listeners, basically when we are studying the novel, so we have to read it from all aspects. So I tried my level best. If you have any kind of issue, you can ask questions from me. This is all about my today's lecture. Thank you so much for listening me. Allah Hafiz.